y'all, Shay here. Welcome to this week's WIP and Chat. WIP, you may ask if you are new. WIP stands for work in progress. So my work in progress will be a diamond painting. That's what I'll work on for the time that we're together. So you guys just do whatever you want to do. Treat this as like a podcast, like an audiobook. You can listen. A lot of times I'll be walking my dogs and listening to these. You can be laying in bed with your eyes closed, just listening to my soothing voice. Yeah, doing errands, yuck. Running, doing chores, yuck. So yeah, just, hang out with me. And how are you guys? Because I'm going to be telling you some things about me that's been going on this past week. We'll talk about some diamond painting stuff. We'll talk about some personal things. So whatever you feel comfortable letting me know about, put that down in the comments. But I'd love to know how you are. How are you doing? Sending prayers and good thoughts and wishes out to anybody that has been affected by the storm, the tornado, not tornado, y'all, hurricane. I live in Texas. I'm so sorry. Helene, is that her name? Not sure how to pronounce it, but I've been following the news, praying. So I really hope everybody's okay. I know it's still going on because, let me let you guys know what day it is. I normally do these on Wednesday and they go out Thursdays, or I do them Thursday morning, they go out Thursday afternoon. But this week's been a little crazy, and today's actually Friday. So it is Friday, September 27th at 11:39 for me. So almost noon. I just took a little nap, so I'm not like totally awake, but I think I'm awake enough to do this, so we'll see. But yeah, hopefully everybody's okay. Let me know how you are. I need to actually check in with a few friends after I walked the dogs this morning and I was following some of the news, and I think some folks that I know may live in some areas that were flooded. So I need to check in on everybody. So please let me know how you are, and hopefully you are safe. Okay, so excuse me. Yeah, grab something to drink. I've randomly got 2 bottles of different kinds of water here. I've got sparkling and purified. I was gonna say mineral. I guess this is mineral water, but it's carbonated. Yeah, I've already had coffee. Too early for wine. Yes, so you guys, oh my goodness, let's talk about what I'm using before we get into the chat part. So I do have my painting upside down, as you can probably see. This is a beautiful painting from the artist Sheena Pike. I totally was fangirling because she actually wished me a happy birthday on Instagram and commented on my post, and I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I did with another creator, we did several years ago, we did a Sheena Pike along, and I just love her artwork. She was a guest on one of the lives. She's super, super sweet, very supportive of the diamond painting community. So I love her artwork, but this is actually from Craftably, which a lot of you probably know. Unfortunately, Craftably is no longer with us. Amy and Michael are fine. It's just Craftably. So this is one that I was saving to do for Halloween. It's called Halloween Hannah, and I'm doing this for a couple of different events here in the community, for Drills and Chills 2024, and then also for Small Shop Fall Festival that Enablers Outpost is putting on. So yeah, got a couple of things going on, but yeah, I have her upside down. We're working on this cool little flower right here. So I've got 2 more squares here, and then we've got 2 more rows left. So we're getting there. I've really enjoyed this. I'm enhancing it quite a bit. If you want to look up, I promise I'm not going to scare you with my eyeballs. I played a little prank, if y'all are new. Played a little prank on some folks. I think it was my last WIP and Chat last week, because I sometimes will say look up just to show you things. And I actually just had my eyeballs just in the camera. So, but yes, I've actually been enhancing it quite a bit with different purple crystals and ABs. Yeah, I mean, it came with several already, but I had some extra ones in my stash. So I've just got like a big handful over here that I'm just pulling from. So that's my painting. So like I said, unfortunately, it's no longer available. You can probably find it though, maybe like in a D-stash group. So yeah, there's that. You never know. And then my tray is from Firefly Art. And I'll have everybody linked down below if you're interested. I got this from the Great Lakes Escape retreat that I went to. It was in our swag bags, and they are the tray company that has a little door. I love it. It's a great size tray. So I thought it'd be good for this painting because it's not a huge painting. And then I am using a couple of pens from Enablers Outpost. I've got this bat pen, and this pen right here looks very Halloween. My ceramic cutter to cut back the plastic. And then I have my tweezers, my personalized tweezers that I got from Dear Helper, one of my dear friends here in the community. And this trinket tray that holds all my crafts is actually from Enabler's Outpost. They did a Halloween mystery box, and this was in there along with this bat pen. So yes, super fun stuff. The washi tape you see right here is from Simply Gilded with the bats, and also little orange skulls around the edge, which you can probably see a little bit right here. Love their washi tape. What else? Oh yeah, I didn't even show you the full image. Forgot I had it right here. Here's the sticker of what she looks like. Isn't she adorable? I love her so much. And she's around, so she's working up pretty quick, but I'm just really enjoying the process. She's got some candy apples in her hair. Yeah, love it. And Jewels and Chills is at both events are for 2 months, so I don't feel like I've got to rush through and have this finished in September. So, and I am using Elizabeth Ward storage containers because there is 60 colors, so quite a bit. Yeah. What else? Oh, I forgot to talk about what I'm using in my pens. I do have this little coffin, this resin coffin that also came in my mystery box from Enabler's Outpost, and it holds my micro glue dots that I use in my single placer. I just put 2 or 3 of these in my brass tip, and then in my multi-placer, in both of the pens, you see maybe a little bit of green. It's this beetle stripes, and this is from Putty Crocker, I believe. I hope I said that right. Yeah. And it looks like Beetlejuice, which I still need to see the second one. Isn't that fun? So yeah, I got all the things kind of going, and it smells delish. All right, so, and then what I have next to me, I've got a little bit of show and tell because I did have my birthday this past week, and there's a couple things that I got from family that I didn't have a chance to show you guys. I did do a birthday live, which we'll talk about that in a moment. And yes, but I have this candle that I got as a gift from Dear Helper, and that's Ditsy's Diamond Dan's husband. He is one of my dear friends, and all I can smell is this. It's from the pumpkin collection. They got it at Hobby Lobby. It's a pumpkin maple custard candle. I don't even have it lit, and I can smell it. It smells like butterscotch candy. It smells so, so good. Very fall. Oh, and he said it's his favorite candle. I love it, so I just have this sitting next to me, and I keep catching little whiffs of it. It is just, it's a great candle. Definitely recommend it. All right, so I picked a color right before we started, before I hit start. Yeah, okay. So I was kind of looking at my notes because I do try to take notes every week so I can kind of jot down real quickly, things that have happened so we can cover everything. And I had, let's see, an up, a down, and an up. So I was kind of thinking it wasn't a great week, but look at that. I had 3 ups and 1 down. So it's like, I'll take that. The down was upsetting and it made me really sad, and we'll talk about that. But I'm trying to really look at it and trying to have a different perspective on things now that it's been a couple days since some things happened, and there was more ups, more good than bad. So I'll take that, you guys. That's got to be worth something, right? I mean, it's got to be a good thing. So that's what we're going to go with. And I didn't realize that, and it actually made me feel better once I actually looked at my notes. And it's almost like a diary, and I'm not one that journals or anything. I'm even surprised that I even do notes for these videos, but I feel like if I don't, it would be a mess, and I'd forget everything that happened. So yeah, I'm kind of stoked about that. It's not as bad as I thought it was, and I think with time, just like anything, time heals all wounds, is maybe what I'm experiencing now. So, all right. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna back it up. We're gonna rewind, right? Rewind back to last week and try to start off where we ended off last week. And I think it was Thursday of last week that we hung out. So I did talk about a job interview that I was gonna be having the next day. And you guys are so kind and so sweet in the comments. You always just lift me up and support me to the umpteenth degree, and I appreciate it more than you will ever probably know. So, just watching my videos, you guys, just watching my videos, thumbs up, subscribing, all those things, which, by the way, I was listening to a YouTube video this morning as I was walking the dogs, and she actually made a really good comment, and I just wanted to remind you guys as well, the same thing that she reminded her folks that were watching. Make sure you check that you are subscribed, because she was mentioning that YouTube likes to unsubscribe people because they try to clean out and look for bots. So just double check. You may have already subscribed once, thank you, but sometimes they'll unsubscribe for no reason. So just double check that you are subscribed, okay? I don't want you to miss anything. And I really want to keep hanging out with you guys and want you to get notified on things. So, and it's free. Like I always tell some folks that maybe have not subscribed yet, it's absolutely free. So yeah, just double check the subscribe button, make sure you're still good there. And so, yeah, so Friday I had my job interview at 1. So I had some time, you know, got the kids to school, walked the dog. So I got my exercise in, all was good. And then I got home and I took a shower. I decided to, because I do have naturally curly hair, so I decided to blow my hair out, kind of straighten it, and then add some little curls, you know, a little bit of wave to it. And I was asking my husband, you know, how I should wear my hair, and he's like, however you feel most confident. And I was like, yeah, you're right. That's a really good thing. So yeah, I decided to go with that look. I had my dress already picked out, my shoes, my purse, the whole 9 yards. So got ready and headed over there. I did a little quick, you know, vlog for my Patreons and YouTube members, just kind of showing them my outfit and saying goodbye. So we did it. I got there about 5 minutes early, and the guy was really, really nice. He said it was just going to be scheduled for 30 minutes, this 30-minute interview. And we ended up being together for a little over an hour. We ended up talking about our dogs towards the end, and we really hit it off. It was great. So he said, because it was Friday afternoon, you know, obviously they're closed over the weekend. Oh, I didn't even tell y'all, if you are new, the job that I was applying for was, it was 4 minutes from my house, which was one of the benefits that I thought would be really cool for the job. They were looking for the HOA for the neighborhood right across from us. The HOA area department was looking for an admin. So I met with the community manager. It's just a 3-person team, so very, very small. So I met, just like I said, and the money was what I was looking for. So I just thought it was perfect. And I, you know, him and I hit it off on the phone first, because I had like a impromptu phone interview that I talked about in my last WIP chat that I ended up having on the toilet, which was funny. So yeah, so I did that. We chatted. So then he told me at the end that he would try to get back to me by Tuesday. And I was like, oh, that'd be great. I'm like, my birthday is actually Wednesday. And that would be like a great birthday present to find out I got a new job. So that's how we left it. And let's see. So this weekend, so yeah, Friday was good. I was kind of exhausted just from the week and just from mentally being on and being like nervous all day Friday until the interview, and then relieved afterwards. I kind of had that letdown, like, you know, so kind of just chilled out Friday night. And then Saturday I took Lou, my daughter, who's 12, her and her friend to the mall. And we hung out together. We were there for a few hours. We did some shopping and had lunch at the food court. And then we were leaving. And that day, it was high 90s. It was like really, really hot. And we were driving home, and we're at the stoplight on the way home. And I look over, and both of the girls are in the back seat, and they're chatting away. And I interrupt them, and I'm like, I look over at the guy next to me at the light, and I was like, you guys, I'm like, don't you think he's hot? Now, saying this to 12-year-old girls, you're probably thinking, why would you say that? And are you saying the guy is good looking? No. I guess I should preface this by saying, I should have told you before I made that comment. The guy that we rolled up on had all 4 of his windows down, no air conditioning. He was just like sitting at a dead stop with all of his windows rolled down, like almost 100-degree weather. And this was an older gentleman. I'm not saying he was not attractive, but he was not. I meant, you know what I meant. I meant, isn't he like temperature hot? And it's funny because when I was telling Ditzy the story the night that it happened, I was telling Ditzy, we were video chatting, and I did this with my hands. Like, he was hot. Like, I was trying to explain to her what I meant. And she goes, that's not helping. That's not helping. That's not putting your point across. I'm like, that's not, I meant he was temperature hot. Wasn't he sweating? So the girls died laughing. And Lou's like, I'm going to tell Dad, you think that guy's hot? I'm like, no, that's not what I meant. So y'all, we got a great laugh. So then, as we're still sitting at this light, it was like the longest light ever. Lou's friend decides to roll down her window because she's closest to the guy. She rolls down her window and she says, hi. And the guy looks over at her because, again, he has his windows rolled down. He's like, hello. She looks at him and she's like, my friend has a crush on you. And Lou is like, sulking, like melting down into this seat and sliding down to the floorboard. And then the light turned green and they laughed and laughed. I said, okay, roll up the windows. We're talking to random strangers, random hot guys. Just roll up your window. So we got home and I told my husband, he was laughing. But you guys, these girls are hilarious. They're so funny to just, I bet, I feel like an Uber driver, a taxi driver, I bet they hear, and you know they do. And there's been shows and like reality shows about it, like taxi cab confessions and all that. The things these girls talk about, it's almost like they forget that I'm there, or maybe they don't care, but I just sit and listen. I don't know, I try not to chuckle or try not to say anything, but oof, they are something else. They are trying to figure out the world. That's all I'm gonna say. They are trying to figure it all out. So that happened. So then Saturday night, no one felt like cooking, so we were gonna go out to dinner. So it was Lou and her friend. She was still at my house. We couldn't get rid of her. And my husband and I. Ryan was at work and Nate didn't feel like going to the place we were going to. We went to a place called Velvet Taco. I don't know if you guys have one where you are. It's a chain. It's really good. It's a taco place, but they have like unique tacos. Things that it's not just ground beef and taco, like chicken. It's like crazy, like a hamburger one. I do like a Korean one. So it's really cool, really different. But mine were both, I got two soft shifts, so they're soft tacos, right? So we're sitting there eating and I take a bite and I go to take my second bite. Ugh, and it's hard for me to even talk about because it's just gross. I hope I don't gross anybody. I'm not gross you out, but just like, it's bothering me thinking back on it. I took that second bite and I guess it was kind of a big taco and I guess I was trying to get my whole mouth around it. But I think what happened was, because there was nothing sharp inside my taco, I think my bottom teeth scraped against my top teeth. And all of a sudden I heard a grinding sound and I heard like a crunch. You guys, I chipped my tooth. And I don't think I've ever chipped a tooth before because I was freaking out. My husband's like, I'm like, oh my God, can you see anything? I'm like, I think I just chipped my tooth. And everybody looks at me and they're like, what? I'm like, I think I just chipped a tooth. They're like, well, what happened to it? I'm like, did you eat it? I'm like, I don't know. I think so. Something was kind of crunchy. But I heard like oh. And then I started feeling it with my tongue and my finger and it was all jagged. So yeah, the tooth right next to, so you got your two big teeth, your two top teeth, right? Your two big teeth. It was like the one right next to that. One of the corners is now, it's no longer like a tooth. It's like I got like a little jagged edge. It's not jagged anymore, which is weird. It's been almost a week. But so then the girls pop up and they're like, we want to see. And I'm like, well, I'm chewing. Let me finish chewing. So I'm opening my mouth and we're sitting outside on the patio and there's like people looking and I'm like, oh my gosh. So the girls are like, oh, we see it. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, oh my God. And at this point I can't see it, right? I haven't seen it yet in a mirror. And I'm just envisioning that I have got a disgusting, ugly chipped tooth that everybody's going to see now whenever I smile. Because that's the way it felt and to my tongue. And I'm trying to show my husband and he's like, that's not a big deal. I've chipped like 7 teeth. You're fine. And I'm like, honey, look. And I just would not. I could barely, I ate the rest of my food, but that's all I could think about was my chipped tooth. And then we get home. And so I get a flashlight because I want to look in the mirror with a flashlight and examine it. My husband walks in there. He's like, let me see. I showed it to him. He goes, that's not bad. And so once I looked at it, I was like, okay, I guess it's not that bad. He goes, just stop messing with it because then you're going to get a cut on your tongue. Sure enough, I got like a little bump on my tongue from messing with it. But like Sunday night, I totally forgotten about it. And that's what he said would happen. He's like, you're going to mess with it for a little bit. It's going to feel weird. But then you'll just like, no, I'm feeling it. And it's like grinded down. And I haven't even like thought about it in a couple of days. So crazy. But that happened. I chipped a tooth, but I don't think anyone will notice if you see me in person. Because, yeah, unless you like, had memorized the exact shape of my teeth. But, oh, what a gross. It was just so disgusting. So now I've been a little more careful and a little more paranoid, I guess, on how I bite down. Yeah, weirdest thing on a soft taco. It wasn't even like something hard. So yeah, that happened. I was drinking a margarita, but I hadn't even had a sip yet when that happened. So we can't blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol. We can't. Okay, so what I'm doing right now on this little flower is it's calling for the O's, which is 5200. And I showed you this, guys, I think a little trick maybe last week or the week before, but I mix in, because I didn't have enough 5200s and I didn't think I wanted all 5200 ABs to be in every O. So what I did was I just threw in a bag of 5200 ABs with the regular 5200s. But right now I'm picking out just the ABs that I see, because I kind of want the center of this flower to sparkle and have just ABs in it. So you can also do that too. You just kind of, I mean, they're very obvious, you know, they're pretty. They got that special coating on top. So that's what I'm doing right now. I did it on the other flower too. So yeah, you can just like randomly multi-place and grab whatever you grab, which is how I've been doing it. Like in the background, you'll see there's a lot of this white, like right here. And so it'll just be a mix of both. And it looks really good. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even give you all the disclaimer. I don't know if you can hear him. Let's see. So my doggo is snoring. Yes, y'all know if you've been here before, that is Ollie. He's now 2. He had his birthday on Monday. My little 2-year-old French bulldog, my little Frenchie. I have a fan behind me too, so that fan might be drowning out his snores, but sometimes y'all can hear his snores and you guys seem to like it. So he's my shadow. He's my Velcro dog. So he's always laying on the floor next to me whenever I film these or whenever I'm hanging out in here. Yeah, so I can hear him just sawing the logs. He really gets going. The motor really gets loud. So, yep. All right, so that was Saturday, chipped tooth and all. And then Sunday, I did not do my live. And y'all, I go live pretty much every Sunday at 4 p.m. So if you did not know that, join us. You don't have to be, you can just join us. Anybody can join. It's 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. I go for about an hour and a half, and we just talk about anything, y'all. It's never really even diamond painting. I mean, sometimes might be a touch or two of diamond painting, but we just shoot the shit and just, it's not PG all the time. So I will preface that. But I think if you're here, you may already maybe gathered that. I'm not like, I mean, we have a good time. We do what we got to do. We just say what we say, and it's all good. As long as you're not hurting anybody's feelings, I'm all good. I will not get offended. So yes. So the freakier the better for the most part. I better put for the most part on there because who knows who's going to get freaky deaky. All right, so yeah, so the reason why I didn't go live, I was having some tummy troubles, and I kind of touched on it a little bit on my live I did, because that's why another reason I did a live on my birthday on Sunday, because I didn't do, or Wednesday, because I didn't go live on Sunday. I had a bowl of cereal around 11, and it kind of happened. I have never had any kind of allergies, any kind of aversion to any food. I can eat and drink anything. Yeah, and all of a sudden, milk the last few times I've had cereal, my stomach got kind of upset afterwards. So I was having some tummy troubles, y'all. And yeah, I wasn't feeling 100%. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to skip. So I'm sorry I did. And I know it was kind of last minute. I kept thinking I was going to start feeling better, but I didn't. All right, since I just did some ABs, my wax is kind of acting up now, and it's not really picking up my regular drills. So what I'm going to do is, I do use the micro glue dots, like I said. So I'm just going to pause this for a second and show y'all, unless you've never seen this, but I just take my tweezers and I just dig out the micro glue dots. Oops, and I drop them. They look pretty dirty. What I do is sometimes I'll flip them, but I think I've flipped them a couple times already. Yeah, let's try one more time. Unless y'all want to see me put in new ones, but that takes time. Not too much time, but sometimes I'm lazy and I just keep flipping it. But I just stuff them back in there. And then, there we go. Oh, yeah, we're good. It just gives you a little more life if you don't feel like changing them out. There we go. So it's a little trick. A little hacky hack. So, yeah. So Sunday, Lou went back to the mall with friends, but I didn't have to go with her that time. So I was like her Uber, so I went and picked them up around 3. And then after that, the kids decided to stay here, and boys showed up, and we became like the house to hang out at. Lou is starting to hang out with she's becoming very, very social now that she's 12 and in middle school. There's more boys in the picture. They're all friends, but there's more girls. Some of the boys and girls say they're boyfriend and girlfriend, but yeah, you know what that can mean at 12. I mean, yeah, 11 and 12, but yeah, it's just funny to kind of see them, trying to figure everything out. But yeah, they were hanging out here, coming in and out. They would come in and get a drink and then go back outside and play in the driveway and ride bikes, and they were just all kind of in and out. They come out and hang in the living room for a little bit, and then they'd go back out again. So Sunday was a little crazy. So it was probably for the best that I didn't do my live, because I kind of needed to. And my husband was watching football upstairs. He's a huge 49ers fan. As you guys know, San Francisco 49ers. So I was letting him watch the game, and I was kind of manning the house and watching the kids. So especially with boys being over, that's all new to us pretty much. All right, so, and then on Monday, I told you guys what was supposed to happen. I was supposed to go to Melinda's house, Melinda Hands. She's a friend here in the community. I've been to her house once before, and we thought it'd be really fun. She's like, she wants to have like people over to diamond paint. So I got a few ladies together that I know that live locally, that are also in the community. And I did a group chat, and we were supposed to get together on Monday. But one of the ladies, so Joe wasn't able to make it because she was going to be in Galveston for a couple more days visiting her daughter. And then poor Sylvia got food poisoning. So it was like everybody was like, couldn't make it. And Melinda's like, do you still want to come? And she goes, or we can reschedule. I'm like, yeah, let's reschedule. So that way we can all get together again, you know, and I don't want to feel, you know, make anybody feel left out or bummed out that they couldn't make it. So yeah, we rescheduled. So Monday didn't happen, and I was really looking forward to that, but we're going to reschedule, and we're definitely going to make it happen. So, but I definitely filled up the day anyways. I went to Costco. Yeah, went to Costco and got that stuff. And it was Ollie's second birthday on the 23rd. So Monday was his birthday. So my husband's like, hey, when, on your way home from Costco, stop at McDonald's and get a couple of plain cheeseburgers, and we'll like divvy it up between the dogs. So it's like a little birthday present for Ollie. I was like, all right. So, but while I was at Costco, they had a little pack of Kong, you know, that brand Kong. They had a little pack of, I think it was like 4 different toys. It was only like $20. And I was like, yes. So I got that for Ollie for his birthday, and for all the dogs to have like a little dog party, and got the cheeseburgers. And boy, when I got home, they had a grand old time. My husband like cut the cheeseburger into like 4 pieces. And Nate actually had a couple. He's like, you didn't get me anything? I'm like, I didn't get anybody anything, because he just got home from school. He's like, I'm hungry. And my husband's like, here, take a couple bites of the cheeseburger. The dogs don't need that much. So he got a couple bites. So the dogs each got like 3 little squares of it. 2 or 3? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So, and then we took the toys out, and oh my gosh, he had the best birthday. Oh, and I had taken him on a walk that morning, all 3 of them. So yeah, so Ollie's now 2. He's such a good boy, and he's still a little stubborn, you know, and just does his own thing. But I think that's how Frenchies are. But he's really snoring, y'all. But yes, so that was Monday. So that was fun. And then Tuesday, I was doing it Monday and Tuesday. As a matter of fact, I was obsessively checking my phone for emails and updates about the job, right? So Monday I was checking all day long, didn't get anything. And I was like, oh, he did say Tuesday. Well, Tuesday I was checking, had not heard anything. And I thought, okay, you know, it's kind of a bummer. But, you know, he did say Tuesday, and I hadn't given up hope yet, because I was like, oh, you know, I'm sure he'll let me know something. Or maybe just, you know, because it's corporate, it can take a while to get like job, you know, offers done and all that. Oh, but let me back up. I forgot. Let me back up to Tuesday morning. What I was going to tell you guys is when I first woke up Tuesday morning, oh, that's an old store, right? That closed down. Rest in peace, Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning when I woke up. Now, when I'd gone to bed Monday night, I was very, very close to being at 8,000 subscribers for the channel. And I was like, So when I woke up Tuesday morning, I wanted to see if anything had happened. I opened up my phone, and my husband was next to me. He just woke up too. And I opened up my phone, and you guys, I was exactly on the dot at 8,000 subscribers. So I took a screenshot, because I tell you guys every 100 I take a screenshot, and I have every single 100 screenshot that I've ever had. And he was like, wow. And I'm like, I know. And so I was so happy. So the interview wasn't up, hit 8K. That was a huge up. I was just so happy. So thank you guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart and all my other parts for helping me get there, and for this journey and this ride that we've been on. I don't know what else is gonna I never even thought this was gonna happen. So I just wanted to say thank you. Yeah, I mean, I tried to think of what else I could say, and you know, it's just an amazing, this community is amazing. And I would do anything for you guys. So I'm just so appreciative, and I hope you're having a good time. I know I am. I'm having a blast. So like I always say, as long as I'm having a good time, we're just gonna keep doing it. So it's working. I love it. So thank y'all for everything. Really do appreciate it. So that was just awesome news. And I thought, okay, this is gonna be a good day, because I found out about that. And then I was like, you know, I'll find out about the job. And so it was Tuesday night, about 6:30, and I was like, my husband had asked me a couple times during the day, have you heard about that job yet? And I'm like, no. I'm like, but he said Tuesday, so maybe it's just gonna take a little bit longer. So I was getting ready to, I was making dinner, and I decided to come in the bedroom to get my glasses because I wanted to sit down on the couch because dinner was ready. I was just waiting for anybody to come out and be ready to eat. And I went in the bedroom and I decided to put my glasses on and just check my phone. And I saw that I had an Indeed message through the Indeed app. And I opened it up and I saw it was from the community manager. I'm like, okay, here it is. I got it. You know, I got the message finally. He's going to tell me. I opened it up and it said, hi, Shay. And I don't know verbatim exactly what it said, but it said something like, I cannot offer you, I can't offer you the position, but I enjoyed getting to know you. Keep doing your crafts. Because of course I told him about the channel, and keep searching because the right one's out there, or something like that. And that was it. Didn't tell me why. No feedback as to like why, right? And I just started bawling. I was in my bedroom by myself and I just started crying. I really thought I had it. I thought we had a great time on the phone talking for the first time, and then I thought the interview went extremely well. And I knew in the back of my mind, I knew that I didn't have it, right? It wasn't for sure. And I knew that not getting it was a possibility, but I really was fairly confident that I was going to get it and that it was the job for me. And so it was hard, even though I was trying to be prepared for a no, I wasn't. And I felt bad because Ryan, my oldest, who's 19, happens to walk in the room to ask about dinner and if dinner was ready. And he's like, what's wrong? And then, I just kind of laid it all on him, and I felt so bad. And he just looked at me and he just said, Mom, if he knew you like I do, you would have gotten that job. He goes, you are one of the nicest people that I've ever met, that I know. And so I just thought, oh my gosh, and then he gave me a hug because we started walking in the kitchen at this point. So it was just really hard. And so then that was the first, and my husband was on a conference call. So I wasn't able to tell him yet, and no one else was around. And then Lou comes in the kitchen and she's asking about dinner, and she can pick up on things immediately. And she saw that I'd been crying, and she was like, what's wrong? Why are you crying? Why are you upset? I was like, I didn't get the job. And she's like, oh, she hugged me. And I started crying again. I was like, oh my gosh. It was like, it kept coming like in stages, the next person I had to like talk about it with. And then my husband comes out and he just looks at me, and I just started shaking my head, and I couldn't even say anything. It's not his expectation. I'm putting this on myself, but I want to make him proud of me. And I felt like it made me look bad. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know why I do that, but I just felt like, and so I just looked at him and I was just shaking my head no. And he's like, what? And I just shook my head no, hoping he would understand what I was trying to say without saying it, because I didn't want to say it again and say it out loud to him. And he goes, what? And I go, I didn't get the job. And then he kind of was like, pfft. And he looked at me and he goes, I was all worried, right, about his reaction and everything. It was a bigger deal to me than again, he's not putting any pressure on me. He just was like, this is something I want to do. I had the desire to want to work and provide and help out with the family and bring in income and, all those things and show my worth. And I think that's another thing. I was putting all my self-worth into getting a job and my value, right? All of my value, if that makes sense. So he just looked at me and he could see I was upset, and he goes, are you going to quit? And I said, no. As in, are you going to quit looking and quit trying? And I said, no. He goes, okay, you're good. And I'm like, all right. And he just, but that's how he is. He's like, it's all good. It's going to be okay. And then Nate walked in. So it's just, and then after dinner, Lou and my husband left. They went to go run an errand for my birthday to get something. And I came up, so I was by myself. And I poured a glass of wine and I came up to my craft room and I did a vlog for my Patreons and my YouTube members. And I just cried. I was like, I just let it all out. So I really do thank them so much for always being there for me through the good and the bad and, you know, all the things. So thank you. You know, I needed to get it out. It felt good just to cry, you know. So to people that love me and support me. So, but then I was like, okay, it's over. So then I knew the next day was my birthday, right? My 50th birthday. I was so looking forward to it. I was going to do a live. I already had it scheduled. We had dinner plans. It was going to be, you know, it was supposed to be a fun day. And I was like, is this going to ruin my birthday? And I'm not going to lie. I was down at first. It was bothering me, but I was trying to like ignore it. But I was still feeling really sad about it. And, but I woke up to the most just beautiful birthday table, because in my family we do like a birthday table where we have everyone's names in wooden blocks and you know, spell their name, and there's always like a little treat. And I had little donuts, little sprinkled donuts, and some gifts I'd never seen, 3 gift bags, and it was really nice. So I had a beautiful table and got Lou off to school. I did not walk the dogs. I decided just to kind of take the day and just relax. So I had coffee. I took a little nap. It was great. Woke up from my nap, and Melinda, who I didn't get to see on Monday, was like, hey, do you have plan? You know, I know it's your birthday, and do you think I could stop by and drop off your birthday present? I won't say, I don't want to stay. I just want to do drop off. And I'm like, y'all, I had nothing planned. I was like, sure, come on by. I'd love to see you. And it was so fun. Melinda came over, lots of hugs, and she gave me a kiss. And if you watched the live, you saw that she got me a birthday sash that I was able to wear for my live. And she didn't even know when she got it for me that I was going to be, you know, use that for my live. And then a beautiful mermaid, like shelled tiara. And she made these gorgeous mermaid cookies for me and got me some Biscoff cookie butter. So she just, I mean, you guys, people in this community, and here I was all sad about the job. And the more I've thought about it and have been reading the comments from my Patreons and my YouTube members that saw my vlog already and that already knew about how upset I was about the job, you know, thank you. I should already know that you guys love me and that I am somebody, and but the rejection, you know, Rich said it perfectly. He's like, I get it. And that's the word I couldn't think of that word, but that's the way it felt. The rejection is what was hard, because I've had several interviews since I've been job hunting on and off, and the rejections get hard. It really hits you, you know, and it really, oof, yeah, you take a hit with each one. And, you know, that week the week before I had a video interview on Indeed, a video for a job, and they never even got back to me. And I thought it went well. So, you know, it would be nice to get some feedback. But at this point, I feel like I always talk about my channel. I always talk about crafts. So I feel like on my next interview, I'm just going to be a mute. I'm going to be quiet. I'm not going to be out. I'm just going to be quiet. I'm not going to tell them anything about my kids, my dogs, my YouTube channel, because I feel like I talk too much, and maybe I'm telling them too much. I'm just going to be quiet, and I'm just going to answer your question and then just sit there if that's what they want. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm divulging too much information. I have analyzed it more than you can imagine, trying to figure out what I did wrong. And it's just, I've just got to let it go, because like a lot of you have said, it may not even be about me, you know. Again, we always think it's about us, but I just have to, like, you know, let it go. So that, I was pretty, you know, but seeing Melinda was awesome. And then after she left, Nate got home from school, and then I went and got Lou. And then when Lou got home about 4, we did gifts, because I had my live at 5. Live at 5. I sound like JoJo. I had my live, and so we did gifts, and that's what I was going to show you guys. So my husband goes back and forth to Austin every week, and he goes to Buc-ee's. So I got some really fun gifts from him. But he did give me, if y'all want to look up, it's for real. He got me a Buc-ee's coloring book, a Halloween one. So we're going to go on a trip next week. We're going to California for my dad's wedding and to go to Disneyland. So I'm going to bring this on the airplane. Halloween coloring and activity book. It's really cool. And I figure Lou and I can do it on the plane. So I got this from my hubby. And he also got me a box of crayons. We got to have the Buc-ee's crayons, which an 8-count box of crayons is 74 cents at Buc-ee's. Not bad. I also got a Halloween Buc-ee's t-shirt that I'm going to wear to Disney because it's all Halloween themed at Disney. And the shirt glows in the dark. So I've got that to wear. Very, very cool. And then I also got from my mom and dad who live 6 hours away. They shipped a box to me. I got a couple of gift cards. And then I also got this box. And I forgot to bring, it had a ribbon that had little stickers on it. It said 50 fabulous things we love about Shay. So if you guys want to look up, I'm going to show you what I got to open. So the gift cards were in the card and I was like, I'm like, what else did they get me? And I opened this up. There are 50 colored pieces of paper that have been typed and cut with things my family loves about me, my mom and dad love about me. I was just like blown away, you know. I couldn't believe it. So we had so much fun reading these. I figured I would just pull one out, just one randomly, just see if you guys, we'll see if we agree. Some of them are like, really? Man, you think really highly of me. Oh my gosh. All right. See, this one I'm not sure about. Shay's joy of magical and powerful movies, modern TV series, and numerous streaming and theater productions makes her always a treat to share with fellow fans. She knows the best ones. Now, I know my dad, like, you know, really, plumped this stuff up. We always like to talk about TV shows, like what's on Netflix, what's on Apple TV, what's on, you know, we do that too, right? What am I currently watching? The documentaries. So I think that's what he's talking about here because we definitely like to, but again, the fact that I like to watch TV, he made it sound so good. So that was really nice. But it's like fun things like that. I mean, I just was blown away. I've been looking at these, it's been making me feel better. Because, you know, it's been, like I said, it's been, you know, it's been not so great. But these are the things that, oh my gosh, you guys. My husband is down there making a ton of noise. He's at home this week because of my birthday. So, oh my gosh, can y'all hear that? I'm going to have to pause. Okay. I think he's done. Sorry about that. I don't know what he was doing. But, yeah, I mean, my dad is just, and you guys. So I opened up that stuff and then I got a pair of shorts and I got a shirt and a hat. And just some really fun gifts. Some shampoo and conditioner they really wanted from Sephora. A little Witch's Brew, like soap dispenser. So he got that at Buc-ee's too. So yeah, it was a really, really good birthday. And then there was more. And then at 5, I had my live. And I got to come up here and hang out with you guys. I only had 30 minutes, but I went 45 minutes because we had to rush off to dinner at 6 because my husband had a conference call at 7:30 that he had to be back home for. That he had to be on. So I apologize if I know some of you, I've been reading all your comments and a lot of you are catching the live and say you're sorry I missed it. I know it was like, again, I normally don't do Wednesdays. I know it wasn't very long, but thank you guys so much for all the birthday wishes. Thank you. I felt like $1,000,000. I'm still floating on like cloud 9 just from the outpour of love for my birthday. So if you want to go watch the replay, you can, but if you weren't able to see it, you'll be able to see me open up gifts that I got from friends here in the community. Homemade gifts, just amazing. It's hard to accept all these things sometimes because, you know, I prefer to give, you know, and it's just hard. And I don't know what else to say other than thank you, but it was just, makes you feel so loved. And that's the way I felt. So thank you. And then I got super chats during the live. And again, if you didn't send me a gift or a card or a super chat, it's okay. You were there. It's just the fact that you guys, like I said, support me on this journey. We have friendships and that means the world to me. And that's all I want, you know? And the other stuff is like cherry on top. I got a gingerbread house. I got like the coolest stuff. It was so fun. I got Lactaid from Diamonds and Dogs from Melanie. It was just a great day. It was really, really nice. And then let's see, after that, we went to dinner and I got to pick the dinner plates, went to a Thai restaurant. We haven't had Thai in a long time and it was really good. We got pad Thai and like we did like family style. I had 2 glasses of wine. It was so fun. And then when I got home, on the way home, we stopped at Nothing Bundt Cakes and we got to pick out any bundt cakes that we wanted. So I picked out a caramel apple cider one. It was so rich. I was able to have like half of it. And I had the other half last night. It was so good. And then came home, and then I had a box waiting for me on the porch. So Ditzy and Paul and somebody else had sent a box, like, well, one thing in the box was from someone else, but it was all from Ditzy and Paul. Oh my gosh, there was the most, I should have grabbed it. It's in the kitchen. They gave me my own Nutella spoon. It's a beautiful silver spoon, and it says my Nutella spoon, and it's got a little Nutella on it with a jar of Nutella. I got Wizard of Oz. I got a little, I got a necklace with the little red ruby slippers with an S on it. I got a Wizard of Oz wine glass with gold on the bottom with like a red shoe. It was just the gifts just kept coming. And the card was like probably my favorite part. It had a glass of wine and a coffee cup. And then Ditzy had put, or Paul, I think it was Paul's handwriting. It said Ditzy on the wine glass, and it said Paul, or dear helper on the coffee cup. And there was little bubbles above both, little speech bubbles, and above the wine glass it says, I'm her favorite. And she's like, no, I'm her favorite. Or she loves me. No, she loves me. Or something like that. She loves me more. And it's so true. Coffee and wine, y'all. My love's right there. And Ditzy and Paul, those are my love. So it's just like the best day. So I did that, and I vlogged that for everybody to see, my Patreons and members. And it's just, oh, and there's more. Lou and I took the dogs for a walk because I did not take them in the morning. So she wanted to go for a little nighttime dog walk, and we did that. So it was a good day. It was a really good day. And then yesterday was back to reality. Oh, my kids, y'all. Nate and Lou are sick. They've kind of had little colds this last week. And now we're going to California next Wednesday. So here at this point, we had less than a week to try to get them better. And we needed to, so Lou kept complaining about her ear hurting, and I thought, uh-oh. And then Nate he was sick and not feeling good and congested. I thought, okay, we need to go get some antibiotics. So I, first thing when the pediatrician's office opened up yesterday at 7:30, I was able to make an appointment for both of them at 9. So at 9 yesterday morning, took them both to the pediatrician. They both have ear infections, and they both have sinus infections. She said it started out, looks like it's like allergies, and then kind of turned into like, and then the cold with the viruses and everything, and then all the bacteria, and then, yeah. So they're both on it. So, and then I went to the pharmacy and got, and then Nate's home again today. Lou was able to go to school, but Nate is home. He's just not feeling good, and he's not able to go to work tonight. So we're just trying to pump them with antibiotics twice a day for 10 days, and then Flonase, Zyrtec, and saline spray. So they're just like got all this stuff going right now. So my poor babies are sick. I'm just trying to get them better before we fly, especially with their ears. That's going to be so painful if their ears are, it's not fun traveling with your ears. So that was kind of how yesterday was spent. And that's why I wasn't able to do the WIP and chat, because it just, I needed to take care of them. And so yesterday was a day of, kids and trying to get them fixed up. And then also we're trying to get wedding clothes for this wedding because we don't have any nice clothes or shoes. I mean, I do. I'm just wearing my dress I wore to Ryan's graduation 2 years ago. And, I need to try it on and make sure it still fits. Watch, I'm going to have to go find, oh gosh. So Lou found a dress, finally got her a dress. We got Nate a khakis and a polo shirt. I picked up dry cleaning the other day, and Ryan needs to look at some of that stuff and see if anything works. So we're just like scrambling here at the last minute, trying to get everything ready. The dogs are all set to be boarded. So I don't know what next week's going to look like as far as like a WIP and chat and all that. I probably won't have one up because I don't think I'll be able to do all that with family and everything. We've got, let's see, we get there Wednesday afternoon, and then we're going to go to my dad's house, and we're going to go out to dinner that night with my dad, his fiance, and my brother and my nephew, my grandma, and then the 5 of us. So it'll be 10 of us. So we're going to dinner that night. We got reservations at 7. And then Thursday and Friday, we're going to Disneyland. Hopefully I get to see Christiane. I've been talking to her. My nephew's going to go to Disneyland with us on Thursday for one day. And then we're all going to go again Friday. And then the wedding is on Saturday during the day. And then, so Saturday will be wedding stuff. And then, because my dad's getting remarried. And then Sunday we're leaving. So yeah, bing, bing, boom. But here's the deal. The kids are missing 3 days of school, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which is not good. Because here in Texas, and I don't know if it's like other states, but we have a 90% attendance thing they have to make, or they have to make up time. You get these nasty letters and you can get in trouble. And so, yeah, Nate's now missing school being sick. Lou missed yesterday. Now, we did have a doctor's note, so it was excused. And we were telling the pediatrician about Disney, or about going to see family, and she's like, you know what? It's worth it. You should be able to miss school to do that. You know, that's family you don't get to see very often. I get to see my grandma. The kids get to see their great grandma, who's, I think, 97. So yeah, it is worth it. She's right. You know, this is special. So they miss a couple days and, you know, a few days, but hopefully, you know, but those, yeah, so we're gonna have to work that out. But yeah, and then here we are Friday. It's Friday, and tomorrow for me, so Saturday, we're doing a Zoom. I do a monthly, the last Saturday of the month, I do a Zoom for my Patreons and members. The top 2 tiers get a Zoom once a month. So we hang out for a few hours and chat. So that's going to be tomorrow night. I always look forward to those. Those are always fun. So we'll get to hang out together. And then, yeah, I'll do my live on Sunday. And we'll get back on schedule. And then again next week with traveling, I'm not sure. So just please be, you know, I'll try to update you on community tab, but if I don't, you'll know what's up. I've kind of told y'all, you know, if you don't see much from me next week, that's probably going to be why. I'm not really good at filming ahead of time, bulk filming and like putting stuff out when I'm gone. I pretty much just film a video and put it out pretty much the next day or, you know, the day of. And then I don't really have anything in the background, like ready to go. But I do have a video I've been working on that I'm going to try to get out to you guys. I've got a couple actually. So maybe you might have something when I'm gone. We'll see. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. I don't know how long I've been going because I had to stop, but I feel like it's been about an hour or so, close to, hopefully not too much over, but some of you guys like the longer videos. But again, thank you for, you know, for everything, you know, your support and just everything you guys do for me and for this community, not just for me, but for everybody here, everybody that's kind here. You know, it doesn't go unnoticed and unseen. A lot of us creators that are friends, we just definitely talk about, you know, how amazing this community is, or those are the creators I want to be friends with. And we definitely talk about how much we appreciate you guys and love you guys and how it's a special thing. So, all right. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. And so if you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up on your way out. They always do help. And again, you know, check to make sure you are subscribed. Even if you've subscribed before, just check it and make sure it's still clicked. Because like I said, I think the YouTube with bots and stuff does sometimes unsubscribe people. And if you're new, you know, it is free, like I said before. And if you want to click that bell and click all, then you'll get notified every time I post up any new videos or go live. All right. I hope y'all are doing good. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Well, the week's pretty much over now. Weekend. Have a great weekend. I hope to see you on Sunday. I'm definitely going to stay away from milk unless I have a Lactaid, which I haven't tried those yet. So I might have to. But I love you guys so much, and take care of yourselves, and I hope you're doing okay, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Okay, take care. Bye, guys.